Hi guys, it's Mark from the RCalsace here in France, and today we're gonna speak a little word about something really important for me, about the stock gearing from this car and what to do, and also an important point for those who want to put a center diff in that car. First of all, I love it! It's really awesome to drive. It's a nice size, has a nice look, and this 4.8 kilograms in 6S are really nice to drive. So I have put now my Castle 1650 kV 5020 motor in there with the sensor harness. I have the ADAS ESC in, so I can switch 6 or ADAS like I want. I have put the turbo timing from 30,000 to 60,000 kV maximum, so in any case I do not overdrive my motor rotor and I don't gonna break my magnet. So I love this motor because it has really strong magnet. The last time I noticed that many motors has weak magnet. That allows them to go fast on high RPM, but they lose with that some torque. They also use a little bit less amp because of the less strong magnet. It's a choice, but I really prefer strong magnets. So I gear it down, and for gear it down you have to take care to one thing. If you let the car this way and you don't want to move the receiver box here, the bigger pinion you can put in there is a 40. Over 40 you have to move this. That means if you take a center differential from Hobao or a torsion diffs with 32 tooth, you have to move the receiver away. If you take the differential, or it is the torsion diff or a spider diff or something, you have to take care of one thing: the spool is longer mid-axle as the differential. Mid-axle, differential, mid-axle. So you have to put some rubbers in the CVD, in the center dog bone, sorry, not CVD, to push them forward to not fall out from the diff. You have also to take care about the different size between the bearings, so it fits in. You have maybe to shine a little bit. I have to try it, now at this point. I have here an Yper star. Maybe I should take the center diff from the Yper star, because you can have it as spider also, to put in the middle. What I prefer to do is to take an LSD differential or a torsion differential or something like that, so I can hit the throttle hard. Don't spool from the front, because the diff will lock in the center, and going in a curve, hit a little bit the brake to free the center differential and have a nice turning ratio. That's really what I prefer, and we have tools, so I'm gonna use it. But first I'm gonna make the next run with the spool to check the difference with the gear ratio. Now, instead of 21 on 32, I have here 60 on 40. But I'll say I have the turbo to regain what I lose at top RPM with a non-censored motor. Because I drive race, I'm not gonna do speed run. So if you take this car for speed run, it's not a problem with the 32 pinion. But if you drive normally, take care. If you take a standard 74 motor with 2000 kV, it will be too much for the motor, because you immediately just reach 150 without doing nothing in sixes. So I really recommend to have the right kV on your motor, or to gear it immediately down if you don't want to cook out your stock motor or ESC. So I would say this setup is maybe about 85-90 kilometers an hour if I have use right my mind my brain. and have the right calculate the right thing. That's something we're gonna check on the road. And if it's too slow, I just can pop the ADAS in without being too heavy. I drive here 3S 8000 milliamps, so I'm about 5 kilo and 50 grams with the body on the top and these tires. And the ADAS 5000 are lighter, so I have less weight in ADAS than in 6S in this case, because I use less milliamps. So it's absolutely not a problem for the car, suspension or the driveline. So, if you have tried this, tell me, have you had any issue? What is your top speed? Are you happy with? What have you set up on the turbo timing? Have you used another combo with sensor or not? Have you ordered the motor mount for the big motors? Have you put a big motor? Did you drive 6S, 8S, 12S? Because you easily can go 12S in this car. Honestly, you can drive it easy peasy 60S, because you can put two 4S gens bashing 60C on each side, so you have 60S. A Flyer ESC with 60S is even not heavier than this baby, and you can use a motor not bigger than that who is able to catch 60S. You can find this in both motors. That's clearly absolutely crazy, because you're gonna hit the 5.5 mark in weight. 5.5 kilograms means about 12 lbs, if I'm correct. And 6S is gonna be absolutely totally crazy. But it's not what I'm gonna do. I wanna drive this for race, not for speed runs. I have no room for speed runs, and if one day I take the time to go on an area where I can do speed runs, I gonna take with me my soldering irons, many motors, many ESC, to spend the whole day in that place, maybe 2 days, and take the hotel on the place for main, because if I do the distance, so I can send all my car on stop speed. I gonna make speed. If I go there, I swear I take with me all my fast cars. I have the Arma BMW turbo diesel. That means an 8S 1000 kV 65 80 motor. I'm gonna take this one with me. This motor can take 12, that means 50,000 RPM at this big motor, so I can put such a pinion gear and such a main gear. I take with me my Serpent. I take with me this baby. I'm gonna take the Drag Slash. Yeah, it's not typically a speedrun car, but I have to try it. I'm gonna take some Serpent Truggy to do speedrun, also the buggies, and I will take so much I can put in my car, and just for send all so fast I can. And we're surely gonna have some nice footage to show you about crashes, about burnouts, about explosion, and all that. Yeah, talking about explosion, maybe I'm gonna take my old Traxxas Max, because this is my squash ball, and will do me no harm to destroy this car. If something should burn out, I hope it will be that one and not this one. Stay tuned, guys. Have a nice day, and a special hi, like every time, to Six Shooter, who is there since year. He follows this French channel since the beginning. So hello Memphis. And I don't know if it will be possible one day to come to the USA. I'm not a great traveler, I don't like that. All the time I spend in a plane or in a train is for me losing time, because for my girlfriend it's not an issue, because she likes to read. She's going to sit in a corner and take 20, 30, 50 book with her and booking the whole day, but I have to move! I cannot! Even without coffee. Some people tell me you drink too much coffee, but it's the opposite. If I have no coffee, I'm completely nuts. But I like to be nuts. It's a lifestyle. Bye guys.